Greetings, Poke fans! Zack Attack here, and to and I'm of course your head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelixers, and I am back today with a more interesting video that I like to call "Interview with the Coach," and basically I'm going to go over my previous battles and what happened in them and what mistakes I made and what I can learn from the battles for potential future ones with not only that opponent, but later down the road because there's still this week and then 4 more regular season games left. My next battle is against Zell, coach of the Tinkaton Tinkers. And while I'm excited for that match on Saturday, let's talk about what happened this past week. The battle on Monday and the battle on Saturday. So the first thing, or battle against Zach Mander, that one could have gone a lot better, but it also could have gone a lot worse. That turn one flash cannon really put me on the back foot early on, but it kind of set the tone for the whole game, but it wasn't the thing that ended the game. After that particular point, I played pretty well up until the point Meowscarada came in against Mudsdale. After that point, everything collapsed. If I would have stayed in there instead of going to Palmont, I could have maybe not knocked out Meowscarada, but I was max attack. I think it probably was a roll to kill from full HP. I don't actually know the calc, but I think so. It wasn't in my favor, but Meowscarada is frailer than it looks, so I'm pretty sure that I could have killed, because my Mudsdale was max attack. It wasn't adamant. It was careful with the assault vest. But I'm quite confident I could have knocked it out. If not, at least gotten it to red, and then Palmont could have revenged it then. I still would have lost Mudsdale, but at least Meowscarada would have been down. Kieran probably would have came in, Earth Powered, gotten a free kill. I could have gone in the Metal Face and Iron Headed, because Metal Face was still alive at this point. So I could have Iron Headed it and gotten the flinch. The flinch would have mattered to get the win. At worst, I would have lost 2-0, but I could have won 1-0 with Chi Yu in the back just by spamming Psychic on his last 3 Pokemon. His last 2, because I would have had to kill the Kieran with Metal Face, and then he would have went into, I want to say, Iron Moth or Great Tusk, both of which I was faster than. Preferably Great Tusk, that way I could have gotten the chip with the Iron Head because I would have been choice locked in. And then he could have, I guess, Brick Breaked. And then I could have brought in Chi Yu, gotten a Psychic, gotten the KO. The Iron Moth was Focus Sash, but I'm pretty sure I live any move from it because its moves are Fiery Dance, Discharge, Psychic, and Energy Ball. I would have lived any one of those for Chi Yu, hands down. So, yeah. There's still a chance I could have lost 1-0, but like I said, at worst, it would have been 2-0. At worst. Of course, I could have won 1-0. But I still think Zach Mander would have won that battle anyway, so I don't feel that bad. Because he prepped pretty well for my team overall. He put me on the back foot early with knocking out Alola Ninetales. And then with Vernon, the thing with Vernon was the timeout. I forgot to set the time to an hour. I had it set to, I believe, 10 minutes, which was on me. And I had 2 turns where it took me a whole minute to make my play. Had I known that and not have been an idiot, I think there could have been a chance where I would have won. But I would have needed, because I played pretty well outside of the whole Ursaluna thing, I could have worked around Ursaluna. I should have let a metal face knowing the Gao was going to be the lead. I could have a rapid spin turned one. There were a lot of things that went into that battle. Definitely could have played better in the early game. Could have had a better lead. Could have had even if I let Chiyu, as long as I went metal face that following turn, we were golden. But I didn't, like a stupid idiot that I am. Another thing I could have done differently was go into metal face after predicting the Calm Mind on the Ursaluna. If I would have gotten that paralysis, if we would have had the time for the other turn to see if that Cerulege would have been paralyzed, because it happened a lot with this battle against Zach Commander. He got full parried a lot. If he would have gotten full parried there with Cerulege, I would have won that game. I would have won that game. So I really don't like that. Both of my games came down to chance. Granted, both of those chances were in my opponent's favor, and my opponent got both of those. So I ended up losing both of those literally from a favor from a chance in the opponent's favor. Literally. That's all it came down to. So I know that my prep isn't bad, but I know I can play better than what I'm currently doing. Zell's going to put me to the test. And I don't know what I'm going to bring against him. I'm still deciding. I mean, granted, it's only been a day, so it's not like I'm recording this on Sunday. It's going to be up Monday. But so it's only been a day at this point as of recording. But I'm really not that scared. I mean, I am scared of Zell, don't get me wrong. But I like mainly that Iron Valiant, because in my opinion, Iron Valiant is the best Pokemon in Draft League outside of Dragapult. So, thankfully, I don't have to play Dragapult this season. I don't think. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I have to check a schedule. I can't remember who has Dragapult. It's either Ellie. Is it Ellie? 'Cause I know I have Ellie on my schedule. I'll have to see. But yeah, those are the two Pokemon, in my opinion, that are the best in draft format. Mainly, well, one from their speed tier, the fact that they're great with Choice Scarf, and the fact that they're mixed attackers with speed. They're primarily physical attackers, but even still, they could be special. And they're both really good speed tiers. Both of those are so good. I'm hoping that for ODL Season 2, which I am going to enter, that I can get my hands on one of those. But we'll see. We will see. If not, I might just go Meowscarada from Zach Commander so that I don't have to deal with any Flower Tricks, Choice Scarf shenanigans. But we're not going to worry about that. We'll see what happens. I'm actually excited for my battle against Zell. I know he's excited for it. He still has to make up his battle with Nick for week 2, which is, by the way, the only makeup battle left that has to be made in the season. But he has all week to do that because I'm playing him on Saturday. So he has all week to do it. He's very good at team. He's very quick with team building, so I expect him to be ready when we get into there. So I gotta go into the war room and prep hard. Maybe go to the kitchen a little bit if I need to with this one, because this one is going to be an insane battle, and I gotta make sure that I'm prepped and ready. Also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel and you love Draft League, what are you doing? You should definitely subscribe to this channel, like this video, and of course, cheer me on as I try to make a postseason push. I'm really behind. I'm 0-3 with the -7 differential. Like, it's not going well for me right now. Granted, this is my first season, so but I really need a win in the win column, like, badly. I should have had one against Vernon, but a priority prep with Urshifu and a focus sash on Cerulege was all he needed to win that battle. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I'm just gonna um, hope and pray that I get a win. I gotta, you know, do. I gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta do what I gotta do. We gotta get a win, and that win come for not only for team morale and our chance to make playoffs, but also for my sanity. Um, and yeah, I'll catch you again on the flip side. As you know, I'm Zach Attack, coach of your Pittsburgh Steelixers. I hope you all have a glorious day, and I will most certainly catch you all on the flip side. Peace.